Morning guys, it's Edward, Pressure Points down here in Tampa. We've got another project restoration on an older driveway here. So what I'd like to do is walk you through our process. If you can't tell, the driveway's been sealed before, probably by a xylene based sealer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come in, we're gonna spot strip some of these smaller areas. If you notice how the color of this stone is a lot darker than the color of that stone, so we want to strip those individual stones just to make sure that everything blends together with the colors. We've also got a lot of repairs that have been done. So we've got some of these darker pavers in the middle of some of these lighter pavers. This is the color that they used to be. Now you see after the sun was exposed to them for many years, they lose their color. Grays are tough, darker pavers are always a little bit tougher. They always seem to fade a lot faster than lighter pavers. We're going to spot strip some certain areas. You can see up here, we've got a lot of heavy calcification, some of that old sealer that's over here. We want to make sure we strip all of those areas. We're going to strip this area over here. We're going to try to make sure we blend this driveway as best as we can. We've also got some various iron stains, or it's probably battery acid stains, so we're going to treat that, remove all of these stains before we start to seal. We've also got another little delamination area over here. So if you notice here how these are all nice and white, I say nice, but not really. We want to make sure that we treat those, because when we go to seal it, if we haven't removed the old sealer first, our sealer isn't going to penetrate the pavers, so it's not going to really enhance the color. It's just going to look like blemishes on a nice driveway. You've also got, I don't know if you can see them, we've got some dark lines that kind of come right where I'm walking. I don't know if those are overlap marks from when they rolled or sprayed. So what we're going to do is deep clean the system, spot treat these areas, treat the stains, and then we're going to actually tint the driveway with a nice dark color black. Try to blend all the color pavers together. Then we're going to come back tomorrow, we're going to sand it, we're going to seal it, we're going to clear coat it, we're going to lock the joints in place, and hopefully we have a nice newish looking driveway. I assume that these pavers are maybe 15, 20 years old. Still in great shape, great made paver, solid color paver, so tinting them should be nice and easy. So what we'll do is after we're done cleaning it and tinting it, we'll upload another picture, another video, walk you through the project, and then tomorrow we'll go ahead and sand and seal it and clear coat it, make sure everything looks good, and we get back to nice vibrant color. So if you have any questions on restoration of your older driveway, blemishes, fixing, stain removal, any kind of paver sealing questions, please feel free to call us. Once again, it's Edward Staff with Pressure Points, 813-333-1709. Oh, also, come here for a second. One other thing, we have another addition. Sorry, we go back. We have another addition. They cracked up this concrete out in the front here. They added some newer colored pavers, so these are nice and dark again, so we're not going to tint these. What we're trying to do is make the whole appearance be uniform in color, uniform in appearance. So we're going to leave these alone, but a nice thing to show you, if we sealed these and sealed those without tinting, it would be a drastic color change, so we don't want that. So if you have any questions, feel free to call us, 813-333-1709. Edward, we're here at the end of our first day, where we told you we're going to clean the pavers, treat for all the stains, spot strip some areas, and we're going to put down our first coat, which is a dark tint, in order to try to blend some of these colors back in order to enrich the darks again. So now what we've done, as you can see, we've gotten our first layer down of tint. We actually put 2 coats down just to really try to darken it up. You can see that the pavers have a nice dark rich color again. We've treated these stains over here with the rust is gone. We stripped some of these smaller areas. So now we've got a nice dark color. Our clear coat tomorrow, we're going to sand it. We're going to lock the joint sand into place, and we're going to clear coat it tomorrow. That'll even deepen the colors even more. The urethane will help to really make it a nice gloss and a nice dark color. And the reason we don't sand it when we're tinting it is because we don't want to change the color of the sand. We thought a nice white sand on the dark pavers would look really nice. Some people like a gray sand, so that's fine too. But with a project this size, we just felt it was nice to go ahead and tint it. Tomorrow we'll just wet sand it, seal it, clear coat it, make it look really perfect. And we'll go ahead and upload another video tomorrow. But if you remember where we started, we had no color. We had different colored pavers in here. Now stay right there. I mean, I know that there are still different colors and I can see them. Here's a little bit of the newer paver right here. And the truth is, it's just the newer paver, so it's got a little bit darker color because it's a little smoother, less aggregate is showing. You got some right here. But overall, I mean, we can't make it perfect. We're not painting it. We're just doing a nice light tint to it, darkening the colors. So if you have any questions, if you got a driveway that's a little bit older and you think that it's not going to be able to be restored without adding a little bit of color back to it, it's tough to get the rich look again. So if you have any questions on paver sealing, tinting, cleaning, anything, please feel free to call us. And it's Edward with Pressure Points, 813-333-1709. It's Edward. We're back here at our tinting restoration project. So we've gotten down our first coat of tint. Actually, we put down 2 coats, and I have a video that we uploaded from the other day afterwards, but I think a little earlier in the morning gives you a better idea of the color. So I'm not sure, I'm gonna stand back a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see how nice and dark that we've got in these pavers, but they're really nice and dark again. Now we can't blend all of the colors back together, but we can blend it so it kind of looks like a uniform in appearance. I mean, this is restoration at its finest here. So today what we're gonna do is we've treated all the stains, we've darkened the pavers, we're gonna sand it, we're gonna seal it, we're gonna lock the joint sand into place. We've got this addition, this apron out here, and since these pavers are newer, I'm not going to seal these up until we figure out exactly what the color of those look like, so that way I can tint these to be the same. You see that you've got some lighter colored pavers in here, so even at the very least, we'll spot brush those, darken those up a little bit, clear coat them, sand them, seal them, make it look good. But you know, looking back from the bottom of the driveway up, we have what used to be an older looking driveway that now has some color, some richness. We're going to seal it up. It's got some blended colors. I think it looks fantastic. So, you know, tinting it's not for everybody. We do a fantastic job at it. We kind of know what we're doing. So if you have any questions on restoration, please feel free to call us. It's Pressure Points 813-333-1709, and I'll upload a final video at the end with it clean sanded and sealed and final project. So thanks guys, we'll talk to you soon. All right guys, it's Edward. We're finally finished with our restoration of this driveway. We've now got the joint sand locked into place. We've got our clear coat on top. And you know, the colors got really dark. We can't make it all the same color because each paver is different dye lots, different things like that. Even if it's all put in at the same time, the driveway this size, it's hard to get every solid colored paver the same exact color from the manufacturer. So when we do our tinting, what we're really looking for is a depth of color, but also just uniformity. I mean, little dark ones here, little light ones here, but as long as it flows nicely, it'll flow into that new section out in the back. But if you come over here, we got all our sand locked in place. It's really great. There's that big rust stain over here that we got out. We had some corner spots up here, which we stripped and resealed over. They look really nice. So with the exception of the green, even these couple of spotty ones that we pointed out to you at the beginning, they look pretty nice. But we got nice depth of color, so we're pretty happy with it. If you have any questions, feel free to call us, 813-333-1709. Once again, it's Edward Staff. Thanks.